So unless you've been living under a rock, the PS5 got revealed a couple days ago, and it's all anyone has been talking about, including trying to figure out how big the console really is. Welcome back, my friends, to another video here on the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the PS5's size and how big this thing is, really, honestly, because that's what everyone cares about, right? Size matters, apparently. So the PS5, it looks kind of big. When you look at the reveal trailer, and it's sitting next to the controller and all that, it looks like a meaty console. It really does. Man, I gotta stop with these words. It looks like a pretty chunky console. It looks like a thick boy. All right. And so a bunch of fans have took to the internet and taken on some detective work and some hardcore mathematics. I don't know if it's hardcore mathematics, honestly. I just suck at math, so anything is hardcore to me. And we got a couple comparisons, okay? So I'm going to show you guys a couple different comparisons. We're going to talk about what actual, like, you know, numbers, what people think it is, and estimating that it is. So I'm going to throw this one up on screen first. This one's from a Twitter user. I forget his name. I'm going to try to link it down in the description below as a source, but if I can find it. This person estimated that the Xbox Series X is about 2.687 GameCubes duct taped together, and GameCube seemed to be the metric for measuring consoles. I love it. GameCube is one of my favorite consoles. And then the PS5 seems to be 3.4 GameCubes duct taped together. So if for some reason you have if you have like 3 or 4 GameCubes, you could try this out yourself and kind of, you know, estimate how big it is. I only have 1 GameCube, so I can't do this. So that is pretty tall, honestly. It's a pretty tall console if you think about it. That's almost a full GameCube higher than the Xbox Series X. You know what I mean? Like that's pretty big if you think about it. Now there's a couple other pictures that have been floating around the internet. So I'll show you guys another one right now. Okay, so this one, I think the way that they've measured, I don't know for sure, but maybe the way they measured this one was based off the disk drive, and they kind of like lined up all the disk drives and then sized them up. I don't know, but anyway, so the red lines you can see are all the disk drives in each console, and then like kind of like the short, thicker line is the USB ports on every single console. So we're gonna talk more about the ports and things like that on the PS5. There's a couple things I want to talk about based on that, but you can see that from the picture, there's only one USB port in the front, at least a normal USB port. Anyway, so judging from this picture, you can see the PS3 Slim, the normal PS3, the PS4, the PS4 Pro, the Xbox Series X, the Xbox One X, the Xbox One, the Xbox 360, the Xbox 360 Slim. It's a lot of consoles, man. And you can see that the PS5 stands above them all. Now, are these accurate representations? I don't know. We're not going to know 100% until Sony comes out and says, yeah, this is the dimensions of the PS5. But until then, this is the best thing we got. And it seems like it's going to be the biggest console that we've ever gotten. So, I mean, dude, the Xbox One, the original Xbox One was a pretty chunky console, that VCR. And it's past that. The original PS3 was a pretty chunky console, and the PS5 is taller and bigger than that. So, I mean, width-wise, obviously you can see the Xbox Series X is more like, it's wider. It's more like a cube, a rectangular cube, which I guess a cube is a square, so it's not really a cube. It's more like a rectangular box. Anyways, I don't know. So that's another comparison. What about numbers? So, again, these are estimates that people are posting online. So judging from all of these kind of, you know, estimates, it's assumed that the PS5 stands about 15 inches tall. So that's not including the stand. So that's to say, if you were to lay down on its side, it would be 15 inches wide, right? So it depends if you're standing it up or laying it down. Most people are going to lay it down. I don't know many people that stand up their consoles. If you stand up your console, let me know in the comment section below, because I don't know many people that do. But maybe you're one of those. Either way, excuse me, it's either going to stand 15 inches tall, or if you're laying it down, 15 inches wide. The Xbox Series X, for comparison, is 11.85 inches. So this is about almost 3.25 inches taller or wider, depending, like I said, which way you're placing your console. The original PS4 is only 10.4 inches. So this has like 4.5 inches. So if you want to kind of estimate how big this is, if you have a PS4, take a measuring tape and measure an additional like 4.5 inches out. And that should be ideally roughly how big the PS5 is going to be, or tall, wide, whatever. Excuse me, width-wise, which is if it's standing up, so the thickness of it apparently is roughly 3.5 inches. Again, all of this is unofficial. This is just speculation. This is just kind of people trying to do, you know, their detective work, their mathematics based on, you know, pictures and things like that. So we don't know for sure if these are the actual dimensions of the console, but it can be assumed that it's probably pretty close. I mean, people are generally pretty good at doing this kind of thing, so I'd be surprised if it's not, you know, close to being dead on. Maybe it's off, maybe it's smaller, but it looks pretty big to begin with. So I don't know. Let me know though in the comments below. Do you care about the size of the PS5? Do you rather it be smaller? Or whatever. I don't know. I think it's still going to fit in people's entertainment units fine. You know, I think they've taken that into account. At the same time, I think the size, you know, they wanted to make sure it had enough, you know, cooling, obviously. And that's just kind of the design they went with. I know Xbox Series X is a little bit smaller. And who knows? Either one of them could end up having, you know, heat problems, overheating problems. We don't know until, you know, the consumers get hands-on with it. I mean, they test it the best they can. But until you get consumers that are getting hands-on and doing all kinds of weird things to it, you don't really fully know. So, I don't know. That's, again, speculation, not official. Whenever we get an official size and dimensions and all that, I'll let you guys know. But let me know what you guys think. Based on all of this information that people have come up with, what do you think of the PS5 size? Let me know in the comments below. Let me know if you guys are excited for PS5. If you are, drop a like. Subscribe if you guys are new, because we got a lot of content, man, a lot of gaming content to cover leading up to the launch of the next gen consoles and through the next gen consoles. It's gonna be a good time. Lots of great content for you guys to get excited about. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you guys very soon. Another one. Stay safe, stay well, and until then, my friends, game on.